In today's video, we are going to completely revamp our spawners to make the most efficient spawners here on the server with the best drops and see how much we can make with an hour of AFK. Yes, hello everybody, and welcome back into a brand new episode of Minecraft Skyblock. Of course, today we're back here on AkumaMC, the best, most overpowered, most insane, most new, I don't even know what anymore, best Skyblock server here in the world, okay? If you guys do want to come and join me, then the IP is on screen and down in the description for you guys to come and join. We are going to be today, like I say, expanding our spawners and making a good living out of them right here. Like that's what the plan is today. If you remember at the end of last episode, I purchased all of these villager spawners for a lot of money, and today we're going to be using them. Now, just a moment ago, I sold my V-Kit shard that we actually purchased a long time ago from the store. I actually went ahead and sold it for 40 billion. That's how I've got 40 billion in the balance right now. So what I thought, because we've managed to make that money from that, what I might do is I'm going to use today's giveaway to give you guys my iron golem spawners. So I'm going to be giving away 3 stacks of iron golem spawners, okay, because that's about 300 mils worth. Actually, screw it, I'm going to give away every single one of these. How many do we have? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to give away 13 stacks, okay? 13 stacks of iron golem spawners. Screw it. Why not? Or the equivalent, which will be about we'll call it 1.5 billion. So 1.5 billion or however many stacks I said, 13 stacks of iron golem spawners. So that is going to be the giveaway for today. If you guys want to be in with a chance of winning that, all you need to do, like this video right now, subscribe to the channel, comment your username, and then join my Discord and press the enter button in there. I'm going to be giving that away to I don't know, maybe I'll spread it between 2 people actually, and we can give that away to you guys. So yes, good luck on that one. I will be picking the winner in a couple of days, but our focus today is, of course, getting all of this done and getting our brand new spawners set up. All right, so officially, we now only have iron golem spawners active on, sorry, not iron golem, villager spawners active on the island. We already have, how many stacks is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stacks, I think, of villager spawners already active on the island, which is huge for us. Obviously, that's making us a lot of money. But what I do want to do is I want to make sure that we are only using villagers because they are absolutely the most valuable things for us right now. So I'm going to get placing our next stacks right here, and this is kind of just the rough layout that I'm going with, just to it kind of conserves space, but at the same time doesn't waste any of the space that we've got. So this is kind of layout I'm going to go. It's gonna be a little bit before we figure out exactly what the maximum amount of spawners is before we're going to start having issues with like with this stacking up down here and not selling things as quick as we need it to. So we do have to pay attention to that. But without further ado, we need to go ahead and apply our brand new spawners and kind of replace the old iron golem. So I'm going to start by placing them here. I think we get our fire scroll in there nice and quick. There we go. And now we can place the rest of the stack. I wish we could just shift place the stack. That would be very, very helpful. What I'm also thinking of doing is reducing each stack to 4, just so that we can spread them out a little more, so that if it does start overflowing, we can direct some hoppers that way and think about doing that. Now, the only thing about that is I'm just thinking that this obviously auto hopper is the thing which is kind of saving us the most right now. And what might actually be more actually, I don't know. We'll figure it out. As soon as we start filling up, we'll know exactly what the deal is and like when it's gonna become a problem. Because right now it's not necessarily a problem. I don't think we're seeing any overflow right here. I don't think I've seen emeralds drop on the floor one time yet. The thing that someone else said to do would be to flow water into a brand new chunk so that any like residual emeralds it picks up from there. But I don't know if it will just pick it up off the floor, because I got a feeling once it's on the floor, it's on the floor. Like I don't think that you can do anything about that. I don't know if it will pick it up because it's already dropped kind of thing. I don't know. Ooh. We got our first overlap or over I don't even know what the correct word would be. Overflow, I guess, of emeralds right there. So it could be that we're getting to that point now where that is going to become a problem. So we'll have to keep monitoring it and see how it goes over the next couple of stacks of spawners. But it could be that this is kind of our limit here on this chunk. All right, I only have 1 stack left to place. It doesn't look like we're having too much of an issue with the what am I even overflowing right now. However, we do still have still have looting scrolls to place or to apply, I guess, into them. So I'm going to just take a couple right here and see what they'll do. I don't think they'll do too much because I think they're only level 1s right now. So let's just go ahead. And what I'm actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to upgrade one of them all the way to level whatever the max is. Let's go to, oh my goodness, they're so expensive to upgrade. That's actually crazy how expensive they are. Guess it's probably worth it though. We're going to go one all the way up to level 5, which should be that one right there. So let's just apply that into there and see if that will make a huge difference or not. I don't really know what the difference is there. I'm guessing obviously it's going to be a drop rate. I believe it was 50% extra drop at max level, I think. But yeah, I don't know about the level 1s. I don't really know what those do, if anything. But I'll apply them either way because they've got to do something extra. And we're not overflowing, I don't think, at all, or at least not too much right now. So that's always good news. That's something we accept. Just realized that I started placing iron golem spawners. I was in fact already on my last my last stack of villagers. So that is all the villagers that we have right now. So it looks like they're kind of keeping up. I don't think we're having an issue here. I don't think anything's really overlapping, overflowing, doing anything that it shouldn't be doing, which is always good news. Now, one thing I am going to do is I'm going to take the bottom of this stack and I'm going to spread it out just like the rest are. Alrighty, so that is all the brand new ones placed. Again, I don't think we're having an issue with overflowing right now, so that is always good news. How much have we already made just while doing that? We've already made 12 mil, so this honestly could be making us a lot of money here. I'm going to take those out of there. I'm going to drop those into the void. Don't need any of those. That is actually very, very satisfying to know that we have kind of made this and it's actually working. That does make a change. Now, obviously, I sold my thing for 40 a bill at the start, which means we have some extra money to spend. So why not fill this place up as much as we possibly can? We may as well. We're actually looking very good right now. I really am not seeing anything overflowing. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fill out a whole nother thing right here. So we'll buy another couple stacks here. What should we do? Should we buy 3 stacks? Yeah, 3 stacks. Let's do that. And I hope that we now have enough scrolls. I think we do. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Get these placed and we'll be good to go. Now, I did say last episode that I want to completely revamp this place, and that is still true. I just am trying to figure out if I am even going to need to, because what I essentially want to do is as soon as this starts becoming a big problem with the amount that we're wasting, we'll have kind of worked out how many spawners we can have in a chunk without wasting too much. And once we do that, I'm going to completely remove the platform at the bottom. We're going to have an auto cell thing, you know, a collection hopper, and then an auto cell chest in one chunk. And then I'm just going to spread it out, and we're going to do 4 chunks all together, where it's essentially just this amount of spawners all together going ham, 1 AFK spot for all 4 chunks. So once we kind of figure out here when we're starting to really spill over, that'll be when I stop, and that'll be a very, very good indicator as to how much we can have in a chunk with it still surviving, essentially. So that's kind of what I plan to do. Right now, we're not overlapping, we're not overfilling, we're not spilling anything, I don't think. There might be the occasional one here and there, but as you guys can see, there isn't really any emeralds dropping, so I would say we're probably good for another 4 stacks here, which will go right on this end here. Now, obviously the number will fluctuate depending on what looting scroll these things have, so I think for the most part, I'm just going to keep them without. I don't know, it seems like a waste not to put looting scrolls on them, but at the same time, I don't want to then overfill the area and then be wasting it all anyway. So it's kind of, right now, we're at a place where we don't have enough gems circulating to get looting scrolls maxed out on everything. So I'll probably put a level 1 looting scroll on everything for that, and then we'll just kind of rescale based on the level of looting scroll that we have available, I guess. All right, so I'm noticing we're getting a little bit of spillage now. Nothing crazy though, like the odd stack here and there is what we're getting. So it's nothing unmanageable. That's always good to know. I think we're at the place now where this is probably the maximum amount of spawners that I'd want to have here in this chunk. So what do we have? We have 4, we have 8, 16, what is that? 24 spawners, I think we have 24 villager spawners, 24 stacks of villager spawners here, which is actually a very, very good amount. I'm pretty happy with that. What have we made? We've already made 12 million since literally 2 minutes ago when I checked everything else, which is absolutely crazy, which means we should be making hundreds of millions an hour easily just by AFKing, literally without moving. So what I'm going to do quickly is I'm going to buy lots of loot scrolls and make sure that everything has its own loot scroll, because there are a lot in here that don't have any loot scrolls on them. So we're going to make sure we do that. They are, of course, a little bit more expensive. I don't really know what a scroll of magic does, and that is one thing that I would like to figure out sooner rather than later. But yes, I'm going to go ahead and buy some loot scrolls here. We don't have that many gems, but we've got enough saved up that I should be able to assign one to each of these, which will be good. You know, as long as they got a level 1 at least, I'm happy with that for now. And we'll go through upgrading them at some point here in the future. Okay, so it looks like a scroll of magic because we have one in one of these spawners here. This one right here. It upgrades the boosts the chance of mobs spawning from this spawner. So basically just makes them spawn faster. So it is a thing to consider that actually instead of like adding more spawners, we could literally just add that scroll and then we'd probably be in just about the same place. So yeah, that is one thing that is worth noting there. I think we're about to have everything with a loot scroll. Yes, we do. Everything now has at least one level of loot scroll, which is what I was aiming for. Cool. So I think this is probably the max amount of spawners that I would want in a chunk. It's making me good amounts of money right now. I'm not going to complain about that. And I think that nothing's really overlapping, so we should be good. I'm going to go ahead and mine that so that he falls through. There we go. And put that back. There we go. So I think that this is probably the best spawner upgrade that we've done so far. We've got however many stacks we've got right there. I can't remember how many I said. And we're already making, we literally made 20 million in the last, I don't even know how long, not very long at all. So you can already see the effectiveness this spawn is going to have. And once I have 4 of these going at once, you guys will really be able to see it. So we do have enough money to buy a lot more spawners. So what I will probably do is go ahead off camera and upgrade or at least build the second one next to it so that we're at least doubling our income from this, because I think that'll be huge. But I think since the waste is already at a minimum, I'm going to completely remove this platform as well because I don't think we need it anymore. It was good, you know, for what we needed it for, but I don't think we're going to need it. The waste is very, very, very minimal now that we're not really even going to notice the odd stack here or there missing. And I think I'd rather just have this space open and it just be selling so that we can attach a new chunk to it very, very soon. All right, there we go. Platform removed. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do a quick AFK test and find out how much we make per hour. What I'm going to do to do that is AFK for 10 minutes. Then we can times it by 6 and figure out exactly how much we're going to make an hour. So I'm going to set myself AFK for exactly 10 minutes and then I'll tell you guys the results. Let me just make sure that those will actually fall within bounds and actually make me money here, because yeah, that was one worry of me being right here. So we know that they're falling perfectly in bounds. They're not really wasting any either. That's perfect. Yes, I will see you guys in exactly 10 minutes. All right, the timer has just gone off. It has now been exactly 10 minutes. So let's see what we've got. We've got 33.5 million or 33.7. So what do we need to do here? We need to pull up a calculator. We need to do 33.75 times 6, and that is 202 million every single hour just from AFKing. That is actually insane. That is actually insane. 200 million an hour just from AFKing is ridiculous. Now, what I've also realized during that is that obviously if we add another section here, we will literally just double that number. So if we add 4 of them, then we're going to be making 800 million every hour just based off the spawners we have. Of course, that is without the looting scrolls fully upgraded and everything as well. So that is a thing to note. That is actually very, very impressive. That is exactly how you can make 200 million an hour in one chunk of your island. That is ridiculous, ridiculously crazy. And of course, we're making the gems from here as well because my AFK section does indeed include both. So that's insane as well. The only thing that could make it slightly better is if we could upgrade our spawner's AFK radius, which, because right now it's only 12. If we can keep getting this up, then we'll be in a very, very good position. To do that though, all we actually have to do is kill mobs just like this. So what I might spend my time doing over the next couple of days is literally just manually killing mobs on my island, so that we can go ahead and upgrade that level, because it would definitely be worth it in my opinion. So yeah, I'll definitely spend some time doing that because I think that is a worthwhile upgrade for me to do, and then we can AFK a lot more, because I think right now 12 blocks. We might not even reach the top spawner from here. Actually, I don't even know at this point. We'll have to kind of figure that out and make this as efficient as possible, because obviously we want to make as much money as possible as we, you know, in a shorter time. But that is our redesigned, reimagined and upgraded spawner. We got rid of the IGs. We have no more IGs. We are only exclusively villager now. What I will be doing probably off camera is duplicating this, but over here. So I'm gonna spread, maybe we need to spread these out a little bit as well, just so that we're closer on the chunks, because actually it makes sense to center it around like an actual chunk. So we might end up moving these. We'll have to see. But if I do, I will of course update you guys, because what I'm thinking is we'll find the center of the 4 chunks right here, and then we'll just place them all around that so they're easiest to AFK. So yeah, I'll probably be doing that. But guys, that is the updated spawner. We have spent absolute billions on this. Bear in mind that a stack of villager spawners is how much? I don't even know. It's a lot of freaking money. It's a lot of money. That's all I remember. What is a stack? 440. So basically 2 stacks is 1 billion. So this is how many stacks did we say we have here? 26, I think I said, something like that. So we basically have like 12 billion worth of villager spawners here, which, you know, doesn't seem like a lot, but it is a lot. Okay, but guys, that is where I'm gonna go ahead and end off this episode. If you guys have enjoyed it, then please make sure you do leave it a like. Of course, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you do that. Come and join me here on the server. I'd love to see what you guys are creating here on your islands. But that is going to be it from me today. I'll see you guys all in the next episode of Skyblock here on AkumaMC.